Welcome to Star Chat, the podcast where we dive into the latest and most fascinating news from the world of space exploration. I'm your host, Carl, and I'm excited to share some amazing stories with you today. We're starting off with a story that's out of this world, literally. NASA has just announced the winner of its 2025 Student Launch Challenge, and we can't wait to tell you all about it. But first, let's talk about what this competition is all about. The Student Launch Challenge is a STEM competition where middle school, high school, and college students design, build, and launch high-powered rockets with a scientific or engineering payload. It's an incredible opportunity for these young minds to showcase their skills in engineering, design, and teamwork. This year, NASA is kicking off the 2026 Student Launch Challenge, and they're looking for new student teams to participate. The challenge will culminate with on-site events starting on April 22, 2026, and final launches are scheduled for April 25 at Bragg Farms in Tony, Alabama, near NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center. The payload challenge for this year is inspired by the Artemis missions, which aim to explore the moon and prepare for human missions to Mars. But that's not all. We also have some exciting news about a recent winner of a NASA competition. A talented student has won a prestigious award for their design in the 2026 Student Launch Challenge. Unfortunately, we don't have time to dive into the details of this story just yet, but rest assured that we'll be covering it in future episodes. And if you're interested in learning more about the Student Launch Challenge and how you can participate, be sure to check out NASA's website for more information. It's an incredible opportunity to be a part of the next generation of space explorers. We'll be right back with more fascinating space news on Star Chat. Welcome back to Star Chat, folks. We're diving into the world of space exploration and technology, where innovation knows no bounds. I'm your host, Carl, and we've got an exciting segment lined up for you today. We just heard about Lindy's remarkable achievement as a NASA engineer, and now we're shifting gears to explore some cutting-edge developments in space travel. Our story takes us to the International Space Station, where SpaceX has been making waves with its Dragon cargo vehicles. As we speak, the Dragon spacecraft is docked at the ISS, carrying not only essential supplies, but also a new propulsion pack designed to boost the station's orbit. This ingenious system, devised by SpaceX engineers, utilizes two additional Draco thrusters installed in the spacecraft's trunk, which are closely aligned with the station's velocity vector. But what makes this technology so significant? For starters, it enables the Dragon spacecraft to provide larger reboosts to the ISS, helping to maintain its altitude and ensuring the continued success of scientific experiments on board. The reboost kit can add about 20 mph to the station's speed, which may not seem like a lot, but it's equivalent to the total reboost impulse provided by 1.5 Russian Progress cargo vehicles. This development is a game-changer for space exploration, as it demonstrates the versatility and adaptability of SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft. With this new capability, NASA can rely on the Dragon to perform critical orbit maintenance tasks, reducing its dependence on other vehicles. As we look to the future, it's clear that SpaceX is pushing the boundaries of what's possible in space travel. The company is already working on a larger Dragon trunk designed to accommodate even more ambitious missions, including the deorbiting of the ISS in the early 2030s. The implications of this technology are vast, and we're excited to see where it will take us. Will we see more advanced propulsion systems in the future? How will this impact the development of commercial spaceflight? The possibilities are endless, and we can't wait to explore them further. That's all for this segment of Star Chat. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Star Chat. Welcome back to Star Chat, folks. I'm your host, Carl, and we're thrilled to have you joining us again for another exciting journey through the cosmos. As we wrap up today's show, we've got a fascinating story to share with you that's all about unraveling the mysteries of star spots and their impact on our understanding of exoplanets. You know, just like our own sun has sunspots, other stars out there have their own version of these cool dark patches, which scientists call star spots. These temporary features can tell us a lot about the star itself, its rotation, and even its potential for hosting life-supporting planets. But here's the thing. When we're trying to study exoplanets that orbit these stars, those star spots can sometimes get in the way, making it harder to determine the planet's size, composition, and atmosphere. That's where a new model comes in, developed by scientist Sabina Saganbayeva and her team. This innovative approach uses light curves from transiting planets to not only look at the smaller dips and peaks caused by star spots, but also takes into account the rotation of the star itself. By doing so, it provides even more detailed information about the stellar properties, which in turn helps us learn more about the planet. Imagine being able to peer into the atmosphere of a distant exoplanet, searching for signs of water vapor or other indicators of habitability. That's exactly what this model can help with. For instance, when applied to a gas giant called TOI 3084b, located about 41 light-years away in the constellation Virgo, the analysis revealed that its host star has concentrations of spots at its north pole. As we continue to explore the universe and push the boundaries of what we know, models like this one will become increasingly important. They'll help us make sense of the complex interactions between stars and their planets, ultimately bringing us closer to answering the age-old question, are we alone in the universe? The upcoming Pandora mission, a small satellite developed by NASA, is a great example of how these advancements can lead to new breakthroughs. By studying the atmospheres of exoplanets and the activity of their host stars with long-duration multi-wavelength observations, Pandora will help us better understand the properties of starlight as it passes through a planet's atmosphere. That's all for today's Star Chat. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember to keep looking up at the stars. Who knows what secrets they hold, waiting to be uncovered by curious minds like yours. Until we meet again, stay starry-eyed and keep exploring. That's all for today's Star Chat. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember to keep looking up at the stars.